Another quick little vlog post. So for this one, we're going to be talking about research methods. I know I covered a little bit in the last one, but I'm going into depth. The hand's moving again. So there are multiple things you can do, especially at college. You can use the library for reading. This is quite good because you will have books that are supported and trusted by the college and stuff like that, which can help base your learning and your research. Um, it'll be up, it'll be up to date as much as it is able to be. That sounds really bad. It'll be as up to date as it can be, because anything that isn't up to date will be moved to another section. You've got interviews. I mentioned this in my last video, but interviews are very helpful. They get a more grounded idea of what your audience are needing. So you're asking someone questions in person, it's a lot more personal, it's a bit more informal than a survey. It's not as foreboding, I suppose. It's a primary method. I don't know whether I've said that before or not. It gets people's experience. You get to see their body language, their facial expressions. It can be very helpful if you're able to read people like that and get what they truly mean. So no matter what someone says, they might mean something else, and you can tell that through their body language and how they react to your questioning. There's pros and cons to it. Pros, you can get more of an understanding of what your audience need and want. Cons, it's time consuming, it's in a more informal way, it's quite annoying to have to go through however many interviews you have to do. Say you've got to get quite a wide audience, so maybe you do 15 interviews. That can take quite a lot of time, especially on the deadlines we're given for certain course assignments. A positive is you're gathering information about the people that can be used further for research to then help benefit them when you're looking into your project. You've got observations, as mentioned in the previous video, and this is primary as well. It's direct access to your audience, you get to see them. It's the same formality as an interview would be, but it can be less time consuming because you can do it on your day-to-day. You do have lack of control when you're doing observations, and it means that if you're not as good at reading people as some people maybe, for instance, I'm not the greatest at reading people, it means you could be coming across the wrong conclusions and therefore base your research on things that might not even be there. That's where surveys are a lot easier to read, because they give you hard statistics like pie charts and a table of information. But again, you look at their behaviour and their body language, it's quite helpful in that way. Questionnaires, which we've used a lot, I've linked some of my answers to my surveys and my questionnaires below this on my WordPress page. I know on YouTube this may look a bit different, but if you go to my WordPress, which I'll probably link in the below, basically, you'll see. You can use the internet. The internet it's unusual, so it can be first-hand if you're using it for a survey or something like that, but it's mostly secondary because there's a huge range of different resources which people have already created, and you can use their findings to help figure out what you need to know for your research. It's not as time consuming as the other methods. It can be quite quick. I know copying and pasting is not preferable, but as long as you reference it with the Harvard referencing, it tends to be pretty easy in that way. There are many ways of collecting research, from, as I've said, reading in the library, using the internet, interviews, observations, questionnaires. It all matters about the variation you've got, and my glasses are on my head. It all matters about what you need to look for. If you're looking for something quite personal to an audience. It might be worth doing a survey to get their exact meaning of what they need or what they want. Although body language can help with that, it's not always a concrete science. I think this is it for this vlog, for this one at least. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.